Now, recently I released a video highlighting the disrespect that Jason Whitlock spewed towards Deion Sanders as well as Travis Hunter. I took the opportunity to also juxtapose what Jason Whitlock said, the insincerity he showed Travis Hunter, to that of the insincerity that Skip Bayless showed Damar Hamlin. Now, I'm not the only one that didn't take kindly to the remarks and the take that Jason Whitlock had when it came to the Deion Sanders situation, as well as the hit that Travis Hunter suffered. We have Kwame Brown that didn't take lightly to Jason Whitlock's approach either. Now, when I heard Kwame Brown pretty much express himself in relation to what Jason Whitlock had to say about Deion and Travis Hunter, the first thing that came to mind was when Kwame Brown went on Jason Whitlock's show and people was, throwing their hands in the air wondering how could he, Kwame Brown, go on the show and sit down with Jason Whitlock and dialogue with him. Now, Kwame's response was basically, look, in life we'll have disagreements with people, but it shouldn't stop us from having a conversation with them. That was the foundation in which that catapulted him to be on Jason Whitlock's fearless platform. But now that Kwame Brown and Jason Whitlock is having words, I wonder, how Kwame feel about going on the show. I wonder if he feels the same. And if he does, nothing wrong with that. It's just something that I wonder. But anyway, Kwame Brown didn't take lightly, like a lot of people didn't take lightly, to Jason Whitlock's comments. So what we'll do is we'll run the video of Kwame Brown expressing his thoughts on the disrespect that Jason Whitlock showed Deion Sanders, as well as Charleston White, who allegedly threw a bunch of threats and insincere takes on the Deion Sanders situation as well. So with no further ado, we're going to drop this video for you to see. Welcome to Smash the Like TV.
As we sit back and we look at everybody that's attacking Deion, Jason Whitlock, and I don't understand the whole Jason Whitlock thing. I really don't. But let's start with Charleston White. Charleston White is an activist that runs around and try to tap into the emotions of the community. For basically clicks and views. And yeah, he do maybe some good things for young men that get themselves in trouble. But look at the overall stuff that he's doing. I don't understand what's the point of saying that you're going to attack somebody's son. That's not going to build no community. This ain't warm enough yet. Let me get a little taste of this though. Charleston White's supposed to be a street cat. If you're a street cat, already you know no women, no children. If he's a gangster, if Charleston White was a gangster like he said he was, an activist like he said he was, first of all, he wouldn't be carrying himself like he carrying. Second of all, it would be no women and no children. That's some coward shit that every time you get into it with somebody, you bring up their kids, you bring up their mama. That ain't gonna build nothing. That ain't gonna help nothing. All what's gonna happen is time is gonna be ticking, and when you're not is in the limelight as you are, then somebody might take a look at you. So it don't make sense to live like that. That's stupid to me. But if that's the way he choose to live his life, fuck him. Fuck it. But I just think that was stupid. And to me, it's good to see some type of recourse happen when you speaking on a black man like the way he did and his son, because normally nothing ever happens. He would never talk about a Jewish kid like that. And he's pushed the limits on a lot of other situations that he's gotten away with. So I guess he thought he was gonna get away with that. Clickbait and doing stupid plays and doing things like that and calling yourself an activist. Activists don't look for attention. They don't seek attention like that. No real man or woman seeks attention like he does. So he got what he got. But Jason Whitlock's situation don't make any sense to me because he's calling Deion out for not being a devout Christian. And Jason Whitlock had his own situation in Hollywood or wherever else. He said it on his own platform where he was addicted to sex and addicted to things of that nature. So why would you come down on Deion when you've had your own situation? That don't make no sense to me. As a Christian brother, you call your Christian brother to the side if you feel like he's doing something wrong. Yeah, you call him to the side. You don't. And I might have to slide off camera while I'm talking. You call your Christian brother to the side and say, hey, man, I don't agree with X, Y, and Z. And as your Christian brother, maybe you should do bop, bop, bop. But you definitely don't get up on these airwaves and challenge a man and say, and your only excuse is that he's too flamboyant. That's his personality. So he's not going to get into heaven because he's too flamboyant. He's not going to get into heaven because he brings celebrities on the sideline, which many coaches bring celebrities on the sideline. When I played for the Lakers, it was nothing but celebrities in the locker room and everything else. When I played for the Wizards, everybody came and saw MJ. We had people at practice that come see MJ come back. Celebrities are all on the sideline. Denzel Washington was at the game. He was one of the biggest celebrities. LL Cool J. Or how Biden was said, LLJ Cool J, or whatever the hell he said. So I don't understand Whitlock's judgment of Deion in that way. How come he didn't say nothing about, and shout out to Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter said, I have to play next week. This man took a nasty, vicious hit. And the reporter who came out, the white reporter, the white brother who came out and said that everybody's got a bounty on Deion and his players, I'm starting to believe it because that cheap shot wasn't even necessary. The ball was thrown to the ground. The ball was thrown to the ground. So for Jason Whitlock and everybody that has so much scrutiny, I told y'all years ago, a black man is going to be scrutinized for every single thing he says. And it's going to be us that do it to him. I wouldn't give a hill of beans if Jason Whitlock just gave his opinion on Deion as a coach. But he's making personal assessments of a coach. You're not doing that. I have never seen this many personal assessments on a coach in a long time. I haven't seen so many personal attacks on a coach in a long time. Bobby Knight used to beat up his players, throw chairs at him, all that. And guess what they said about Bobby Knight? Oh man, he's a great coach. He's teaching these black kids responsibility. And mothers were sending their daughters, fathers were sending their sons to Bobby Knight, a white guy, to kick their ass and teach them how to be men. What kind of bullshit is that? How come everything a black man does gets scrutinized to the point where it's like, golly? So I do not understand Jason Whitlock's attack. Jason Whitlock, you fell short of grace. Everyone has fallen short of grace. If you're looking for perfection, seek God, because that's the only one that's perfect. Here it is, a man that's being everything that y'all say y'all want in a man. You say you want a black man to raise his kids. You say you want a black man to be a leader. You say you want a black man to not cry and complain. Deion don't cry and complain. He might talk too much shit for y'all liking. Is he a little bit arrogant? Probably so. But is he a little bit flamboyant? Probably so. But who are you to say what's flamboyant and not? I'm just saying, to me, that's corny. The man has been a winner. The man has been a winner on every level. And the man is going to continue to win. And I learned something from his response to Jason Whitlock as well. That man said, all I know is go. I don't have time to stop and watch somebody talking about me. That means that they're in my head. I'm already in their head. That's why they're talking about me. So I'm just going to keep going. And I think that was a great message. I think that was a great response, because there's no way he can win, you know. So I just wish so many people would just, if he's not your cup of tea, don't watch. There's plenty of other games on. Why do you have to watch Deion? Why are so many people disrespecting this one man? What do y'all expect? He was supposed to beat one of the best teams in the league. What other coach took a 1-11 team and is at 3-1 their first 4 games? Show it to me. Show it to me. The man ain't even have a recruiting season yet. He got those players from the portal. He brought these players with him. He brought his Louis Vuitton luggage, remember? I know why they're afraid. They're afraid because this is a handsome black man, pause, that everybody like. The media is in love with him. He's a 2-sport athlete, maybe even 3, because they said he was good at basketball. He don't have many scandals. He changed his life from the ways he used to act. But is he a little flamboyant? Yes. But shout out to Travis Hunter. Look at what Travis Hunter texts Deion. Deion, I gotta play next week. This and that. If Deion was that type of coach that just cared about wins, Deion would have went to the training staff and say, do what you got to do to get Travis Hunter back out in the field, because he means that much to that team. What did Deion tell him? No. You got way more to go. You got a better, brighter future than I ever had. You're not playing. You're not playing. And that's what a coach is supposed to do. I appreciate the super chat. Who is that? Terrence the Black, an insecure person will mistake confidence with arrogance. They are telling on themselves. Yeah, to be as good as Deion and anybody, to make it to the top of any sport, you all have to have a level of confidence that's through the roof. You have to have a little edge about yourself. It's not arrogance, it's confident in your ability. And Deion has so much God-given ability. This dude ran a 4.2. This dude can high step faster than you can run. This man used to high step faster than people can flat out run. So yes, he's gonna have a little edge to him. So to disrespect him because he's not like you, it says something about you, in my opinion. Let's appreciate this man for the job that he's doing with these young men. Even his own sons. I heard his son was late to a meeting, told his son to go home. He tell these guys, if you late to a plane, don't even bother showing up. So that's the accountability that these black young men need. This is bigger than the game for Deion. That's what I keep trying to explain. I'm not counting his wins and losses as much as everybody else, especially not this year. But his bigger win is going to be, he said he want to have, if you listen to what he said he want to have a draft for jobs at Colorado, meaning that the guys that do not make it to the NFL, because it's not going to be all of them, he said he can bring guys in and have a draft for jobs. He's going to have his connections. He's going to be able to, he said one of his players is going to be a politician. So that's what the bigger deal is to me. And for people that don't get it, just stay out the way. You don't have to like Deion. You don't have to like the way he is. All the guys that are great are like that. Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, all of them. It's just a one distinct difference I noticed. When you got skin like this, they always tell you to be a little more humble. Round your shoulders down. Jack Johnson, when he was kicking ass, he could not even celebrate. So it's something about a confident, strong black male that's sure-footed everybody want to disrespect. The man lost the game. He has 3 wins. I see people show memes of 3 toes. So this man is now a disabled, elderly disabled man. He has 3 toes. And this is what we do as a society because he's rich. We pick on a man that has his toes taken off. Would you walk up to a guy on the street that had their toes amputated and just pick on him? We have become a disgusting, degenerate race of people, a group of people, all of us. If you think that type of shit is funny. If that's your type of comedy, if that's your type of roasting, Terrence Mayers, appreciate it. If that's your type of comedy, that's your type of roasting to prey on somebody's downfall. And if we talking about football, he just lost a game. But in the game of life, I would much rather have my son with a black man that's pulling for him to win, that not only know what it takes to win, that is going to put you in position around his connections that help you win. And all you got to do is bust your butt, be a good kid, and play hard. Why wouldn't anybody want to send their kid to that program? And that's what they are afraid of. Trust me, it ain't about his attitude. Deion been like that for years. He's been a flamboyant, chain-wearing person. That has nothing to do with his overall character. The people who are judging that, that's an excuse not to like him. Everybody don't have to be the same. I wouldn't want to be a stuck-up, tightwad asshole. That's not me. I'm rough around the edges. I curse. Deion doesn't curse. He listen to rap songs. And Jason Whitlock, if you didn't notice, in every locker room, those kids are listening to rap songs. Nick Saban, every last one of those coaches are listening. Those kids are listening to rap. Deion is just using that to connect with his kids. He's not saying go out here and be a rapper. He told one of his kids to be a politician. So we got to stop the BS, man. You don't have to critique somebody to the point where you make it personal. That's the reason why I used to go the fuck off on people. Critique my game. That's fine. You don't have to like nothing about the way I play, but to attack somebody as a person, that's where it becomes corny.
So there we have it from Kwame Brown. You know, he said a lot there. I felt like it was a lot of good points that he made. You know, as he concluded, or at least, you know, in the conclusion that I had with this video, he ended by saying, you know, don't critique a person's character or personality. You know, when we're talking sports, like, just stick to the game. You can critique my game all you want, but when you start crossing the lines and the boundaries of taking personal shots, now we're talking about something completely different. We're not talking about sports. And listen, a lot of people in the media has that issue, not just Jason Whitlock. But Kwame Brown has always been one of those individuals that has been pointing these things out, especially ever since he kind of blew up on YouTube. And so I tell him to keep going with those kind of points. But now we have a situation where Jason Whitlock responded to Kwame Brown. And I thank Kwame Brown today. What's this? No, not even October. October is approaching, but this is September 29th. And so I think today, September 29th, Kwame Brown is actually responding in video. Maybe right now the video might have concluded, but I'll go check it out, you know, when I get the time to do so. But Kwame Brown is actually running a video responding to Jason Whitlock's response to this particular take that I dropped in this video here. So, you know, I'll go dig deep and find out what's going on there, and then I'll probably come back with a follow-up video to kind of highlight what their back and forth could have been like. So I'm going to see what that's like, and then we'll get back to that particular topic at a later time. But I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me. This is Smash the Light TV. Your host, Be Easy, signing off. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Peace.